Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today I'm going to be playing a new game on the channel. Not a new game, but a new game on the channel. This is Unavowed. Came out 5 years ago, I think. It's a point-and-click graphic adventure game, very much for grown-ups, adults. It's kind of to do with demon possession and stuff, I think. Supernatural stuff going on. I think we're investigating it, fighting against it, which all sounds pretty good. I played the first 10 minutes of it already. I really liked it. I kind of just bought it on a sale for myself, but played the first 10 minutes. Thought, you know, this I'd like to play this on the channel, I think. So we're going to give it a go. We're going to dive straight in.
May you be snatched away from this place. You shall no more dare to deceive, persecute, and torment. As smoke is driven away, as wax melts before the fire, so shall you be driven away, unclean spirit.
So we get to choose what we're going to say. What's going
Silence! Now answer true. Are you demon, man, or woman?
I'm a man.
Demon! Your power over his mind is waning. Release him now! Release him before I am forced to destroy you! Remember! You are human! Remember!
Yeah.
Tell us, before the demon regains control, your name. Tell us your name!
My name is Boring Dad.
Did you hear that, evil spirit? He knows himself. He is yours no longer. Now, your past. Tell me something about your past. Your profession. Quick!
So before I just went straight for bartender, and it turns out that's what we were. So I'm going to see if other answers change it at all. I'm an actor. Our show opens next week.
Yes! He's beginning to remember. Born to the stage. Born to play roles. Now the role of yourself has been taken by another. Take it back. Fight it! Remember who you are!
I wonder if this is going to have a different intro to the one I played before.
Remember!
Yep. Brooklyn, under the Bricks Theatre. 1 year ago. So we can look around, stuff appears at the bottom. The owners of this place sell tickets for your show in exchange for a small kickback. Ooh, guys. Serena's one of your co-performers. What's she doing out here? And in costume, no less. That's Toucan Tom. You hear, he's the bomb. It's the graffiti, I was looking at the window. After the last sign was stolen, they decided to just paint one onto the wall. This either says Lisa or Zisa. You and Zach had lots of drunken arguments about it. Worn, stained stairs leading down into the theatre. Right, let's talk to Serena.
Oh, hey. It's you.
Why are you wearing your costume out here?
Why not? I paid for it. I'll wear it if I feel like. It's not like I'll wear it in the show, will I?
You mean our show? The one that's opening in a week?
Not anymore. The show's done. Kaput. Our fearless directors had a meltdown. Everyone's walked out. Only Maury is left.
A meltdown? What happened?
Boom. It all blew up. It was a sight to see. But whatever. Show's done and good riddance. If you want to go and deal with Mr. Prima Donna, go ahead.
Okay, so if I hover on the top of the screen, I guess that's going to be our inventory. But let's go down into the theatre. Bits of script that someone dropped here 2 weeks ago. Nobody's bothered to pick them up. Props made from the best cardboard money could buy. You broke your back hanging these things up. Good times. Mount Olympus in all its painted glory. Door leads to the theatre's small office. You hope these seats are slightly less empty on opening night. Alright, this is... Maury's been part of the troupe almost as long as you. He looks... upset.
Huh? Oh. It's you. I guess you heard.
I spoke to Serena outside. She looked pissed.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I'm pissed too. Zach's gone off the deep end. He's not coming back. I mean, he's had his moments before, but this...
You guys
Look,
fighting again?
Zach's an odd guy at the best of times, but now... I blame you for this, you know. We need a writer and a director, you said. My old friend Zach does both, you said. What the hell were you thinking?
Don't blame me. I don't even know what happened.
You're right. This isn't your fault. Zach says the play isn't good enough. He wants to do rewrites. Rewrites! We open next week! He's added 4 major characters. He's changed over half my lines. Serena's too. And he's still not done. He says the ending needs to be more impactful.
That doesn't sound like Zach.
Well, maybe you didn't know this guy like you thought you did. I mean, damn it, I don't know what to do. You've got seniority here. You know Zach. What do you think?
You direct instead.
Me? Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, but I don't think that'll help. Zach threatened to sabotage the show if we did it without him. He's not right in the head. He won't leave. He's been cooped up in the office for a week. He hasn't showered. He doesn't even come out to eat. We don't know what to do. You know him the best. Could you talk to him?
I'll try, I guess.
Thanks, I'll just be here.
Alright, let's, can we go into the office?
Go away, Maury!
This would be Zach. Hello to you too.
Huh? Oh, it's you. Sorry, can't talk. I'm really, really busy.
So, I hear you're doing some rewrites?
Oh, I've gone beyond rewrites now. I'm slashing the whole thing. I mean, what was I thinking? Killing off the hero's father in the first act? He only has 2 lines. He needs more scenes. More engagement, so when he dies, we'll feel it. And that's important. Getting people to feel. I understand that now.
Maury's worried about you.
I told him 1,000,000 times I'm fine. Just leave me alone.
Busy doing what?
Making this show the next big thing, man. It's like I was just going through the motions before, but now I get it. I can't stop. Not now. You know what inspiration's like. I have to keep going before it's gone. I can't stop for anything. So I can't talk now. Sorry.
You look awful, Zach.
Hey, I didn't ask you to come here. Feel free to leave.
I'll be right back.
Bye.
These files have grown progressively more chaotic since Zach took over. But what happens if I click on these things? Can I right click? No. This month's calendar. Next week's opening night is circled in red. Heat is pouring off this printer. I saw there was a power cord somewhere. Each page has been violently cut up with scissors. We can't see anything because the lights are off. Maybe I should turn the lights on. Ah, light switch. Okay, are you aware there's a blonde woman in the corner?
Of course I know. That's Callie. She's the reason for this. For everything.
She's already in costume, I see.
Costume? That's no costume. That's the genuine article. She's my muse. I searched desperately for her and she came. I'd hoped she'd give me a few ideas, maybe push me in the right direction, but this? I've never been this inspired. I'm on fire. Please, leave us alone.
Pull the cord out. That might be worth doing. What's this thing though? Gross. Whatever this was, you're not picking it up. Can we try talking to Callie?
Hello. A pleasure to meet you.
I'm boring Dad. Just who are you?
I am referred to as Calliope. I am inspiration made flesh, a conduit to the creative energy of the universe. With that energy, I fill and sustain Zachary. He will either master that energy or be consumed by it.
What are you talking about?
I believe I made myself perfectly clear. Zachary is in need of inspiration. I am providing it, in ample measure. I provide a service. I appear only when asked. Zachary had been creatively blocked for a very long time, so naturally he called upon me.
Whatever you're doing, you need to stop.
And why would I desire such a thing? Do not interfere. We are connected to the creative force. Any disruption could break it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Take these scissors. Maybe we snip the power cord. Well, try pulling it out, but then he'll just put it back in. Wait, mind you, it might electrocute us. Can we just pull it out?
Not a chance. I super glued the cord into the socket, remember?
Okay.
Mori kept tripping on it and pulling it out.
Take the scissors then.
What? Huh? Hey, god damn it! What the hell, man?
It's for your own good, Zach.
What, am I dead? I can't stop now. You of all people should understand. When your muse has you, you just can't stop.
You need to eat. You're killing yourself.
No, I'm living. More than I ever have. I see it now. You and Mori and everyone else, you're all hacks. Neither of you have the guts to do what I've done.
I'm not a hack.
Trust me, you're a hack. Nobody is going to remember a thing you've done, but my work will last 1,000 years. Look, I mean no disrespect. I like you, man. You're a great actor. When these rewrites are done and this show goes to Broadway, you'll thank me.
Everyone is gone, Zach. Nobody wants to be a part of this.
They left? They abandoned me? I'm doing this to help you. Can't you all see that?
You've killed the play is what you've done.
Killed the play? I'm trying to save it. Aren't I?
No, Zach. This isn't you.
I'm not sure who I am right now. The past week, with Callie, it's been great, but I'm confused. Damn it. I've been a real asshole, haven't I? You've all put so much work in. You all really believe in this, in me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You had a moment of artistic angst. It happens to us all.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that. We can still do this. I can still do this. I just need to call everyone, tell them I'm okay, that I'm an idiot. Speaking of, could you get rid of this book for me?
Which book? You've got quite a lot of them.
This book, the one in my hand. It's how I found my muse, Callie. I'm not sure how it works, but it did. Take it, hide it. Don't give it back until after the show is over.
Zachary, I am not so easily dismissed.
Who's dismissing? Once the critics destroy us, there'll be plenty of time for rewrites.
Was that completely necessary?
So, what's the story? Well, why are you staring at me like that?
Oh. Huh.
Your chosen vessel remembers. You are no longer welcome, wicked spirit. The hands you control will no longer do your bidding. In the name of myself, my witness, and the soul whom you hold captive, I cast you out! Gotcha!
Eli!
Okay. Judging by the view, you're somewhere in Brooklyn, not too far away from your old theatre. You can't see him from this angle, but his moaning tells you he's alive. She looks ordinary, but had a grip like a steel vice. She's hovering over the man like a mother hen. Let's go talk to her.
Stand back!
Jeez, Mandy, put that sword away. The spirit is gone. That guy's harmless.
Could you just put that sword down and tell me what just happened?
See? He doesn't even remember how he got here. Looks like his memory got scrambled during the exorcism.
Scrambled.
What? It happens.
I apologize for the threat. It has been a long night. Please, come with us, and we will explain everything.
Fine. Right behind you.
Thank you. Gratitude, at least. This way, please.
Look, we've had a rough night. Go easy on us, okay? Just come on downstairs. When you're ready, we'll explain everything.
It's not doing too bad.
We're the good guys.
It's not doing too bad for someone who just got hit by lightning, but okay. So it's interesting because you could be male, female, and they look like there's at least 3. Oh my
Do
god.
take your time. Soak it all in.
At least 3 origins. Which is kind of cool. A pretty redhead impaled through the heart. This man is slashed in several places. You can only hope he went quickly. I've got a hand here. An old woman lies crushed under the table. Yikes. If she is affected by the carnage around her, she gives no sign. He looks slightly green. He is obviously uncomfortable being here. You can relate. Jeez. What was this, like a restaurant, I think?
So, do you remember anything? Anything at all?
What the hell happened here?
Your answer is within your question. Hell indeed happened here. These innocents of the city who I have sworn to protect, were destroyed by your hands.
By me? That's impossible.
I think you'll find your definition of impossible is about to change. You were possessed by some kind of demon. It made you do things.
You do not remember? 1 year ago, you murdered that actor Mori in cold blood, and that rider.
I thought that was just a dream.
No dream, but it was a nightmare for some.
The story was top news for weeks. Every district in the city was searching for you.
As were we, and it is fortunate that we found you first. These people on the floor, torn apart using your bare hands. The rain washed away most of the blood from your hands, but it will always be there, whether you can see it or not.
I should turn myself in.
No, you can't do that.
He is correct. Punishing yourself is not the answer, and would expose us. If you want to see justice done, help make it right.
Listen to me. These feelings you've got right now, the guilt, the anger, hold on to that. It means you're human. You'll need that going forward.
Speaking of going,
Yeah, we need to scoot. Did you put up a veil, Mondana?
I did, and it will confuse the police long enough for us to get away, but we should not tarry.
Okay, well, let's go to the exit.
Fresh air at last.
A padlock. Of course. Can you pry it off?
I am tired, Eli. My strength ebbed hours ago. Perhaps he can help us. Could you find something to pry this off?
Yeah, anything big or heavy should do.
We can look in the dumpster. A rag. A spool of copper wire. That looks to be it. Thick and sturdy lever juts out from the power box. It's in the on position. Well, let's flick it off. Insulation is worn thin. You're exposing the wire. Fortunately, the power is off. Let's put. What if we did something with a copper thread there? Do I insulate it? I don't really know what I'm doing here. Where should I put it? I can electrify the handle. The puddle? I can electrify the puddle. I don't know why we're doing that. Oh, we'll take the pipe. Ah, that might be why.
You've got to be kidding me.
this place, much has changed.
Creature, who are you and what is your purpose here?
Purpose? You invited me.
You're mistaken.
I was summoned across the void by you.
I say again, you are mistaken. You know I speak the truth.
I know what you are, Jin Child. I know you cannot speak false. Nevertheless, a beacon appeared. A path was formed. I merely followed it.
Nobody here has done such a thing.
Okay, well, don't go do that.
That might not be entirely true.
Eli?
On the roof, I used a lot of power.
No, talking to him doesn't help either.
Probably enough to call the attention of, well, something like this.
Neophyte mage, playing with forces you don't understand.
I'm mage enough to burn you into a greasy smudge.
You lie. I know a falsehood when I hear one. I can smell your power, mageling. You have none left. You are nearly spent. And you, Jin Child, are so fatigued you can barely
Okay,
stand.
what I wanted him to do is walk into the electrified puddle,
That may be
but how do
true,
I make
but
that happen?
Stand we shall.
Since we're being so honest with each other, you don't look too healthy yourself.
The journey here was long and difficult. I used much of my energy getting here.
Ah, so you're just as tired as we are. That's called a stalemate, friend.
I do not wish to fight. I have no quarrel with either of you.
How do I get him to come
I am
over here?
merely hungry. Feed me, and I will return home.
That is all? What type of food do you require?
On this plane of existence, human flesh is all that will sustain me.
Of course it is. That's not gonna happen. Sorry.
Agreed. We cannot allow that. Depart in peace. There need not be bloodshed.
I need to feed. I will die otherwise.
The
What do I
lady
do?
asked you to leave.
You give me orders?
I summoned you. I do have that right.
If you have the will to enforce it.
Right. So, leave. I command it.
Anything in here?
Return across the void from where you came.
Eli, he is not leaving.
I could see that.
Mageling, you created no summoning
Oh, well, bring him
circle,
over here. How do
no
I...
spells of binding, no means of holding me.
Look, it was my first exorcism, okay?
Neophyte mage. Play.
I'm mage enough to burn you into a greasy smudge.
You lie. I know a falsehood when I hear one. I can smell your power, mageling. You have none left.
Ah, okay.
You are nearly spent. And you...
Aha!
That was creatively done.
Yeah. Nice work.
What the hell is this thing?
We cannot say for sure. This creature is from across the void. There are so many that they defy categorization.
It's a ligamental.
A what?
It's made up of ligaments and sinew. It fits.
Very well. This creature is a ligamental.
Such agony. What manner of pain is this?
It's about 10,000 volts.
It hurts, unlike anything I've ever experienced.
Please, I got hit by lightning 20 minutes ago. Don't be such a baby.
That stench. It can't be. You, a demon spawn? On this plane?
There was a demon inside me, but not anymore.
The corruption is still thick within you. Why do you come here to torment me?
There is no demon. I got rid of it.
You are a fool. The corruption lingers.
Creature, you are at our mercy. Return home through the void at once.
You know I cannot. I used all my energy to get here. I will not survive the return journey without food. I must feed on human flesh. In this world, nothing else will sustain me.
This thing eats people?
Only on this plane of existence. I do not believe it has a choice.
What about the dead bodies inside?
What? That's... Ugh.
Does the demon spawn speak true? There is meat inside this building?
Yes. Yes, there is. Slaughtered only hours ago.
Fresh meat. That is perfect. Let me consume my fill, and I will leave you in peace.
I do not think I can do that. It would draw too much attention. The police are bound to notice.
Not to mention the victims inside are innocent. They have families, loved ones. They'll want closure.
I am innocent too, mageling. You summoned me. I merely answered. Would you kill me just for that?
It speaks true, Eli. What is your decision?
Wait, you're putting this on me?
Yes.
I'm not the one that has to cut that thing's throat. I can't decide that for you.
I'll let him feed.
Yes.
They're already dead.
It is the most practical solution.
Ugh, I'm gonna be sick.
Rise, creature. Eat your fill and be gone. Are you finished?
Please, please, please be finished.
Yes. I believe I can make the return journey and survive. Thanks be to you, Gin-child, mage, demon spawn. I shan't trouble you again.
It is done. It is over.
Thank God. Let's get out of here.
All in all, this was eventful.
Yeah,
say that.
eventful.
We did fine work this night.
We all did.
Agreed. You showed immense fortitude, especially for one in your situation.
So can I go home now?
Yeah. About that.
Let me. 1 year has passed since your possession. You are wanted by the police for many violent crimes.
You certainly can't go back to acting.
Indeed. Although there might be a new role you can play. The demon that infested you, that creature we just defeated, mere taste of what is out there.
And they just keep coming. We need manpower. Look, you saw us in action tonight. It's obvious we need all the help we could get.
Just as it is obvious your old life is gone. But we can help. We can give you a new identity, a new life, a new purpose.
Normally there's a vetting process, but you more than proved yourself tonight.
So, what say you? Will you join us?
Nah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just gonna go home. The end. Yeah, all right.
Thank
Count me in.
God. Some new blood at last. Sorry. That sounded much less creepy in my head.
We are all tired. We can find suitable sleeping arrangements back at our headquarters.
Sleeping sounds great. By the way, my name's Eli. This is Mandana.
Welcome to the Unavowed, my friend. Trust me, your life will never be the same.
Okay, we're in a new place. Faded old poster of a heavy metal band, Axis of Weevil. A framed photograph hangs on the wall near the bed. An old publicity shot of you and Maury. How did this get here? Scratched up violin and bow. An empty, stained old sea chest. A little brass elephant with a memento of Siam written on the underside. Anything sort of particularly pertinent in here? Some eclectic reading matter in the bookcase. A bit of espresso, just for me. Can we drink some? Outside, you can see the hustle of downtown nightlife on the street below. Brandy. Well, I think all we can really do is leave the room. Okay. This bottle looks incredibly ancient and is engraved with indecipherable characters.
Do not even consider it.
That's where she sleeps. This helmet has been buffed to a gleaming shine.
That helmet is cursed. Any warrior who dons it would find their head squeezed until it breaks. I would be wary of touching it.
That doesn't sound very good. Vicious-looking weapons decorate the wall.
Please do not disturb those. It took centuries to arrange them just the way I like them.
So the demon that came called her a daughter of Jinn, which is genie, isn't it? So she's some kind of genie? I guess we talked to her.
You are awake. Did you sleep well?
You just came out of a bottle.
This astonishes me. After all you experienced. I suppose I should have seen this coming. Introduction to the supernatural world can often have unpredictable effects on the mundane mind. It may take some time for you to process it all.
You came out of a bottle and I'm not freaking out. I'm processing it okay.
I believe you might be right, especially if last night is any indication. I think you are going to make this transition just fine. And this is good, because there is so little time to waste. My father Kalash is waiting to speak to you in the room beyond the red drapes. When you are ready, seek him out. In the meantime, relax and explore the facility. I will be here if you have any questions.
Okay, well, that's that way, but let's go downstairs first. An old colour photo of Eli and Mandana. Feeding pigeons. Very nice. Old photo of a quaint suburban house. An old photo of Eli and a woman in a wedding dress. I wonder what his story is. Fire extinguisher. He's got quite a few of those down here. Okay, let's talk to him.
Hey! Don't surprise a fire mage like that. Bad idea. Anyway, hi. You settling in okay?
You're throwing fire.
You noticed. Yeah, I like to do this in my spare time. Keeps me sharp. But seriously, it took me a while to get used to this stuff. It's not gonna happen for you overnight. But you'll get there. Faster than you think. Anyway, I'm sure you want to walk around. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Could I ask you a few questions?
I don't see why not.
Can we talk about the Unavowed?
I know a little bit about that. What do you want to know?
What do you do?
Well, we're sort of supernatural police. Sometimes there's a threat that only we can handle, and we go and handle it. Well, I say sometimes, but lately it's been a lot more than that.
How come I've never heard of you guys before?
You know, I wondered the same thing when I first joined. I mean, we're careful. We use veils. I don't throw fire around Times Square or anything. But the real secret, nobody notices us. It's kind of uncanny. Mundanes go through crazy mental tricks to pretend we're not there. So maybe the mundane world isn't ready for us yet, but they will be. They won't have a choice the way things are going.
More threats? How much is a lot more?
Let me put it this way. there are 732% more threats than there used to be, give or take 0.5. A year ago, we'd usually be called out once a month, if at all. Now it's almost every day. And me and Mandana, we're the only ones dealing with it. Until now, anyway.
How long have you been around?
Gosh, a really long time. Sorry. If you're looking for a history lesson, Mandana or Kalash are the ones to ask. As far as I'm concerned, we do good work. That's all that matters. Sure.
What about you?
I guess if we're gonna work together, we should know each other. Ask away.
How long have you been with
Since
the
the
Unavowed?
Nixon administration. I'm, older than I look. If
How
you
old are
must
you?
know, I'm 92. It's the magic. Keeps me young. No surgery required.
Why do you live down
Why do
here?
you think? Fire mage here. I could easily burn this place to the ground if I'm not careful. I needed a place to practice, and a room insulated with stone was the obvious choice. Besides, I don't feel the cold, so it's quite cozy down here.
You're a wizard, Harry?
Never use the word wizard. It's a social faux pas or something. I'm a mage, with a capital M. The capital is also important. At least that's what the books tell me. I never actually met another mage to find out.
Doesn't that fire hurt?
Nope, kinda tingles, but that's it. It's kinda like playing with light, at least when it touches my flesh. Clothes, though, I can burn them clear off and I won't even notice. Took about a decade and a dozen indecent exposure arrests before I managed to make my clothes fireproof.
Okay.
Sure.
How
You
about
had
last
time
night?
to process it? I know I have. To be honest, I'm just glad the exorcism worked. Took 4 days of concentration to prepare that spell. I gave it everything I had.
It was worth it,
Hey,
thank you.
it's our job. Think nothing of it. I just wish I hadn't summoned that thing. I know the creature was technically blameless, but I'm still not sure we made the right call. Still, I suppose it's too late now.
What about some of the pictures on your walls?
Look, I really wanted to get some practice in. Maybe next time.
What about the photo on my wall?
You too, huh? Wasn't long after I joined up that my first photo appeared. Scared the hell out of me. It's something to do with this building. It wants you to remember who you are, who you were. Don't think about it too hard. I've been here 50 years and I still don't know how it works. Right. See you around.
Alright, let's go and talk to this Kalash. Yep, that would be a genie. A blue-green crystal glowing with a mysterious inner light. Colourful painting of a mother and child. I'm guessing that's Mandana, I would think. Should we just leave? Let's talk to Kalash.
Hmm? Oh, you're the new one, aren't you?
It was either this or get arrested.
Yes, I will. It can be more trouble than it's worth. As for me, I am Kalash. I am a djinn of the ancient kingdom, and I run this branch of the Unavowed. And you? You were possessed. How'd you let that happen?
It was a book. I touched it and then...
Sloppy. Such a thing would have been unthinkable once. In my day, even a newborn babe had wits enough to leave books of demonic evil alone. Mundanes today don't know they're born. The world has gotten soft, needs toughening up. How tough are you, new boy?
Stop that monster in the alley.
Yes, while its back was turned. A child would be victorious in those circumstances. No. You have yet to experience your true crucible, but it will come. Oh yes, it will come. At any rate, we have much to discuss and much to do. Settle in, talk to the others, get the lay of the land. I will call our meeting when you are ready.
Okay, well, I guess we could try talking to Mandana again. We've already spoken to Eli.
Yes.
Can we talk about the Unavowed?
Certainly. What is your question?
We
I
kind of
will
got
do
that
my
from
best
Eli.
to answer.
What about you?
What do you want to know?
You're a genie?
The term is Jinn. And yes, on my father's side. And no, I do not grant wishes.
How long have you been
When
here?
was the city founded? 1624. Yes, I was just a child, but it was around that time.
You're 400 years old.
418. No, 19. My birthday was last month. It is difficult to keep track, but Father always remembers. I will do my best to answer.
About last night.
Last night, yes. You gave us quite the chase. We know nothing about the demon that was inside you, but it was a wily thing.
I'm just glad it's gone.
As we all are, believe me. It was taunting us, dancing just out of our reach, slaughtering whomever it could. But we got it in the end. Regardless of what happens next, we stopped it. We can all take comfort in that.
There's a photo of me in my room. Who put it there?
I do not know. I am not being facetious. I honestly do not know. This building has housed many agents over the centuries, and they too have been given gifts. Photographs and portraits of loved ones, precious possessions long since lost. We do not question it. We merely accept it and be thankful for it.
Guess I'll
Thank
leave you to it. Should we try going down to the street in the other room? Wonder what he'll say if we try.
I don't believe I gave you permission to leave.
So, can we just move on?
What is it? You ready to start the meeting?
Yes. Call the meeting.
Indeed. The time for waiting is past.
Father, you met our latest recruit?
Yes. I admit he doesn't look like much, but we'll see what this life makes of him.
We were all neophytes once, Kalaj.
Most of us, Mage Beckett. Most of us.
We'll just keep
I
quiet.
have read the reports on your last mission. Mage Beckett, is it true you summoned a void creature?
Yes, by accident, I swear.
Irrelevant. Magic is unpredictable. I understand this. What I don't understand is why you let it feed on human corpses.
Oops.
What will the mundane authorities think when they find tooth marks on the victims?
The creature was both a danger and an innocent. We reached a compromise. That is all.
We'll be the ones compromised if the two of you aren't more careful.
Don't blame them, it was my idea.
That may be, but you had no authority over them. It was their choice to make.
Father, regardless of our choices, the void creature is gone. We have a more pressing concern.
Yes, you let the demon escape. Your mission was a failure.
Wait, the demon's still out there?
Yes, just waiting to find another hapless victim. No disrespect.
Sir, he was a big help.
Help you would not have needed if you achieved your primary goal.
I almost did. I was so close. I had it contained, but it was stronger than I expected.
I see. This is becoming distressingly commonplace.
Nevertheless, Eli speaks the truth. We underestimated the threat.
Then that will have to be sufficient. And now to the next item at hand. Your next mission.
Alright, my first mission.
You are correct. In more ways than you can imagine. I have detected void activity in the East Village, somewhere close to Astor Place. You are to travel there, determine the cause of the disturbance, and neutralize it.
Void activity?
Activity from beyond the void. Do try and keep up.
Are you sure he's ready to go out into the field so soon?
These are dangerous times. Dark forces are coming. We don't have the time for traditional training. If he isn't able to handle it immediately, we might as well kill him now. Trial by fire, sink or swim, do or die. You want to prove yourself to the Unavowed, new boy? Now is your chance. Meeting adjourned.
Well, I guess that settles that.
Trial by fire?
I know, right? If anyone's gonna do a fire pun, it should be me. Anyway, we're ready when you are.
Okay, so we just leave, I guess. Eli's engrossed in a book.
Looks like the K train is down. Again.
Eli, the K train was discontinued in 1988.
Was it? I could swear I took it to the Museum of Natural History not too long ago.
You did, in 1986.
Okay, let's choose our next location. Astor PlayStation. Manhattan. Astor Place, 8:30 p.m.
Still raining.
At least nothing's here waiting to kill us.
Abandoned building.
Well, the night is young.
This is so much. There's a cock amp and cock amp. No, it's just cock enter because they've crossed through the rest. Very nice graffiti. What's this? The Alamo sculpture, aka the Cube. It's been here so long you can't. It's been here as long as you can remember. The street leads further eastward into Alphabet City. Well, I guess we do that, right?
You seem troubled. Is something the matter?
There's a cop there. I'm a wanted criminal.
So there is. But you have nothing to fear from him. Not with the veil in place.
What are you talking about?
Listen, and we will tell you.
It just disguises your identity. Anyone looking at you sees slightly different features.
You are not the first new recruit to arrive with complications in the mundane world. The veil prevents awkwardness all around.
So nobody I know will recognize me?
Nobody in the mundane world, no. The veil only works on mundanes. Supernatural beings and the void touch can see through it easily. But that law enforcement officer, he will pose no threat.
Let's go, unless there's something else you forgot to tell me.
No, there's nothing else.
Let us continue, shall we?
Alright, well, I guess this building has been reduced to cinders quite recently from the looks of it. Let's talk to the policeman.
Evening, sir.
What
Who
happened
wants
here?
to know?
Actor, I live in the neighborhood. I've been on vacation.
Ooh. Welcome home, I guess. Count yourself lucky that the fire didn't spread. I'll tell you one thing. You see a lot of bad people in this line of work, but it takes a special kind of nasty to torch a homeless shelter.
This was a
Yeah,
homeless shelter?
a neighborhood full of corporate chains, and they attacked this place.
Was anyone hurt?
A few people killed. A lot of people with second or third degree burns.
That is horrible.
I won't argue with that. I was here when the rescue team arrived. They were carted off to Beth Israel Hospital, but the people here, they don't exactly have medical insurance.
Are you sure it was arson?
That's how we're treating it. Until we know otherwise, we're treating it like a crime scene. Which means, stay back.
Rough night to be out.
Yeah, you could say that. Wouldn't be here if I had the choice, believe me. I don't blame you. See ya.
We talk to these two.
What do you need?
Do you know anything about this area?
Kinda. I used to work about 10 blocks north of here, back in my Monday days. It was just factories and warehouses back then, not the university student mecca it is now.
What did you do?
Oh, nothing important, really. You wouldn't be interested. Let's focus on doing what we came here to do.
Any thoughts on this building?
It burnt down? Seriously, there's not much I can tell you. I only deal with the fire itself, not the after.
How are you staying so dry?
Ancient fire mage secret. Well, no, not really. I just make the water evaporate before it hits me. It's a simple trick, but handy on nights like this.
What do you think we should do?
We've barely left the subway. We need to explore a bit. See if we can find the source of the void activity. I have the feeling we will.
I'm presuming I can't just go in. Do we... I guess we can continue down the street, perhaps.
Hey, are you all right? You look a little...
Oh.
Where are you taking me?
This building is a safe place.
I'll do whatever you want. Just help me. Please.
Just go through this door.
Did you see that?
I did.
Neuromorphic projection. I've read the theories, but never thought. I think he's coming out of it.
Are you all right?
What just happened?
You blacked out, just for a minute, but...
You had a vision. We saw it as well.
A vision from your past. Well, your demon's past, technically. This area must have kick-started your brain into remembering. There was some psychic spillover. We could see it too.
Gave me a nasty headache.
Sorry. For what it's worth, I feel completely fine.
As do I.
See? Bright side.
This building the demon entered. It used to house the Village Eye.
The newspaper? Didn't it go out of business a few years ago?
Indeed it did. What was your demon self doing here?
Starting up a newsletter for demons?
I strongly doubt that.
Yeah, everything's digital these days.
True.
Right, enough jabbering. Let's go.
Okay, well I think we're going to leave it here for now. When we come back we'll continue with the investigation a bit. But thanks very much for watching this first episode of Unavowed. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please do give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment. You enjoying the game? Have you played it before? Is it something you enjoyed? Is it something that you might check out yourself, having seen an episode of it? So yeah, let me know. Always good to get you guys the feedback. And lastly, if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do, because it would be great to have you around. So thanks very much, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.